Most men think flirting starts with attraction. It doesn't. It starts with self-positioning. The moment you see a beautiful woman, something subtle happens inside most men. Their posture shifts, their voice softens, their attention narrows. They begin to perform instead of express. This is not flirting. This is submission disguised as interest, and women feel it immediately. A woman doesn't decide whether she likes you based on what you say first. She decides based on how grounded you are in yourself while saying it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you are impressed by her beauty, you are already behind. Not because she's not beautiful, but because beauty is the least interesting thing about her. From an attraction standpoint, every average man starts there. Every forgettable interaction begins there. Every "you're so pretty" fades into the background noise of her life. This video is about flirting without begging, attracting without chasing, and creating desire without trying to force it. And it all begins with a paradox that confuses most men. To flirt properly with a beautiful woman, you must ignore her looks at first. Number 1. Ignore her looks. Focus on her personality first. When you start flirting with her, do not comment on her appearance. Not because attraction is wrong, not because sexuality is bad, but because timing is everything. Complimenting her looks too early does 3 destructive things. First, it tells her you're reacting instead of leading. Second, it tells her you value what everyone else already values. Third, it removes mystery from your interest. A woman already knows she's attractive. She has lived with that awareness for years. Every man she meets reminds her of it, and every man who does that becomes instantly predictable. Predictability kills attraction. Instead, you focus on who she is, not what she looks like. You pay attention to the way she speaks, the way she reacts to situations, the rhythm of her thoughts, the energy she brings into a room. When you do this, something subtle but powerful happens. She realizes you're not dazzled, you're present. That creates curiosity. Later, when you finally compliment her appearance, it lands differently. It feels earned, it feels intentional, it feels selective. But at the beginning, your restraint communicates strength, and strength is attractive. Why ignoring her looks creates attraction. Attraction is not logical, it's emotional and psychological. When you don't immediately validate her beauty, you interrupt a familiar pattern. Her mind pauses. She starts wondering, why isn't he trying to impress me? Why doesn't he seem nervous? Why does he feel different? Curiosity is the seed of desire. You're not withholding affection. You're showing discernment, and discernment signals value. Number 2, start with a question, but never a lazy one. Most conversations die because they never wake up. Yes or no questions are conversational dead ends. They don't invite depth. They don't invite emotion. They don't invite connection. If she doesn't have to think before answering, you're wasting the moment. Instead, you ask open-ended questions. Questions that unlock memory. Questions that invite reflection. Questions that let her reveal herself. You're not interrogating her. You're opening doors. Examples are not important here. The principle is, good questions do 3 things. They slow the interaction down. They create emotional texture. They position you as mentally present. One powerful technique is self-disclosure first. You share a short, grounded piece of your own experience. Not trauma, not oversharing, just something real. When you do this, she naturally mirrors it. Humans follow emotional leadership. If you stay shallow, she stays shallow. If you go thoughtful, she goes thoughtful. That's how attraction deepens. The psychology behind open-ended questions. Open-ended questions activate her imagination. Her brain shifts from response mode into storytelling mode. Storytelling is emotional. Emotion is bonding. When she tells a story, she relives it. When she relives it, she associates those feelings with you. This is how emotional anchors form. You're not entertaining her. You're creating shared emotional space. And that's rare. Number 3, listen. Real listening is seduction. Flirting is not about talking. It's about attention. Most men are waiting for their turn to speak. Very few are actually listening. When you listen deeply, you give her something scarce. Your full presence. Presence feels like intimacy. Listen to her words, her pauses, her tone, her emotional shifts, and most importantly, remember details. When you recall something she mentioned earlier, you silently tell her, "I see you." That's powerful. Women don't fall for men who talk the most. They fall for men who make them feel understood. Feeling understood creates safety. Safety allows attraction to grow. While listening makes her feel special. Attention is emotional currency. When you spend it wisely, it increases your value. She feels chosen, valued, Important. And here's the key difference. You're not making her feel special by flattering her. You're making her feel special by noticing her. That's the difference between manipulation and authenticity. Number 4, show intent without neediness. Depth without intent turns into friendship. So at certain moments, you must signal attraction. Not loudly, not desperately, just clearly. Intent doesn't mean sexual comments. It means selective appreciation. You point out something you genuinely like. The way she explains things, her sense of humor, her calm energy. Specific compliments feel intimate. Generic compliments feel cheap. This shows her you're interested, you're confident, you're intentional, and most importantly, you're not afraid of attraction. Fear kills polarity. Calm confidence creates it. Number 5, playful touch. Read the energy. Flirting has rhythm. At some point, playfulness enters. Light teasing, shared laughter, small moments of physical presence. Touch should never be forced. It should arise naturally from the interaction. A brief touch reinforces connection, nothing more. If she reacts playfully, you're aligned. If she pulls back, you respect it immediately. Confidence includes restraint. The goal isn't escalation. It's comfort with closeness. Number 6, introduce sexual energy slowly. Sexuality doesn't arrive with intensity. It arrives with ease. A playful comment, a subtle suggestion, a story that implies attraction without stating it directly. When sexuality is treated casually, it becomes safe. Safety allows curiosity. Curiosity allows desire. You're not trying to shock her. You're letting attraction breathe. That's the difference between tension and pressure. Number 7, end on a high note. Leave her wanting more. This is where discipline matters. When the conversation is flowing, when the energy is warm, when curiosity is alive, you leave. Not abruptly, not coldly, just intentionally. You exit while the emotional curve is rising. Why? Because humans remember endings more than beginnings. If you leave on a high note, she associates you with excitement. If you stay too long, energy fades. Scarcity creates value. Overexposure destroys it. Final thoughts. What flirting really is. Flirting is not technique. It's not lines. It's not performance. It's emotional presence guided by self-respect. Ignore her looks at first. Engage her mind. Listen deeply. Show intent calmly. Exit confidently. That's how attraction forms naturally. Not forced, not rushed, not needy. Quiet, grounded, powerful. And power when it's calm is irresistible.